Welcome to Konfidence with Katheleen, hosted by me, Katheleen Diggle. Hi guys, welcome back. The last two episodes, I talk about your goal. I talk about like consistency, to be consistent in your routine, in your daily. Now, I want to talk about mindset. Why I want to talk about it, it's because I'm feeling that it makes a huge difference. Even me, I think everyone, when we decide to, we have our goal and we want to achieve them, and then we have to make a choice. We have to make a choice about doing something to achieve them, but then when it's time to take the action or go forward, we start anticipating the bad. We start anticipating like that everything can go wrong. So, okay, but if I'm doing that, if I fail, if I'm doing that and it's not working, or if I cannot do it, I don't deserve it, why me? And then we start having a little bit more anxiety about it, and very often we back up and we don't do nothing. Even sometimes we start anticipating like, oh my God, it will be hard. I can give you an example, like when I've got that idea of that podcast, for me it was like, oh, an idea and I like it and I want to do it, but then I did the first one, but then after that I was like, okay, I cannot do like a podcast, it will be hard and things like that, or what will people say? And I was starting like anticipating all the bad. So it's happened to all of us. And if you said that it never happened to you, wow, I'm impressed. Okay, so what I'm feeling with that, when you have those thinking, those emotions that you start to stress, it's not to lie to you and start to say, oh no, everything will be fine and whatever. Because even if you say that to your friend, you can say to your friend, oh no, I'm fine, I can do it and whatever, but you lie to them because inside of you, in your gut, you know that you're not telling the same thing to you. And when you have that mindset, like it will be hard, it will be impossible, you don't deserve it, so it's like if you start to have more negative energy. And yes, you create that. Don't forget that you are a creator. What you think, what you do, it's what you create in your future. So if you are here and right now at the moment present and you anticipate that everything will go wrong, don't be surprised if in 2 months everything will go wrong, because you create what you think. It's inside of you. I'm always say, like for me, when I start having those doubts, when I start doing those things, instead of telling myself, oh no, it will be fine, and I'm saying, lying to myself, what I like to do, it's like to look at those negative thoughts that I have. Is it really real that it will be hard? No. So when I see that it's inside of me, it's my fears that create those things, I like to change it. So, but what if it will be easy? What if it will help me to achieve my goal? What if I deserve it? What if I will have fun doing my podcast? What if I can help others? So you see, when you change your question, instead of seeing the bad or the worst, you start seeing more the good and the success of your action to achieve your goal. So it's really more light, and then you keep your focus and you have a better mindset. Or sometimes, I realize too that sometimes, yes, we are a little bit insecure or negative about it, but it's because maybe we are not confident enough. So when you start telling yourself, oh, I won't be able to do it, or it will be hard, or I'm not sure I can do that, or whatever. So look at those things that you think inside of you, and look at those, and then see, maybe you need help. Maybe you need to go to read a book. Maybe you need to work on yourself. Maybe you just need help from someone else. Maybe you need to learn something. Like for me, for that podcast, again, I didn't know nothing about lights, about how to make the video, or doing everything. So I'm a little bit crazy, intense when I want to do something. What I did, it's really, I make the research. I start looking on YouTube, listening a lot of video. I start learning more about the lights, buying things, adjusting things, and everything. Is it perfect? No. And so that's another thing that maybe we can talk later. But for me, I was scared of doing it. I was feeling fears, not confident. So what I did, I made the research to help me to build that confidence, to destroy that anticipation that it won't work. And now I have all the tools. So it's really like, stop anticipating the bad, the worst. Try to anticipate the success. Okay? So when inside of you, you create, you think that you cannot do it, it will be hard, and things like that. You are too much in the future first. And then very often you start having anxiety. You are not in the moment present. You don't take choice for what you maybe really need to do, because you're feeling so not sure, so anxiety that you making choice too fast. So come back to the moment present and change that mindset of, it will be too hard, I cannot do it, by, oh, it can be easy, it can be fun, I deserve it, I can do it. Don't forget that you are creator. Okay, I have this week, that's why I decided to do the podcast about anticipation, because sometimes I'm really feeling, I'm always asking God what I can help or what I can talk about. And then this week I have a lot of my friends that they have all the same almost issue, not in the same way, but almost the same. And I have a conversation with one that she was saying, oh my God, she had a horse that just came for training, and it was in really bad shape, and it was hard. But then she was a little bit complaining about that she was tired of having horses that has issue and she doesn't want it. But then I was like, okay, hey, stop it, because you create it. And she was like, what? I'm like, do you remember, like almost 2 months ago, you said, I think what I really want to do is to have horses that has issue, that I can help them, and then I can bring them to another step, another level, so they can be good. So she said that, and she really told me that's what I want to do. So she made that choice. And then in about maybe 1 month, 1.5 months after that, horses with issue was coming to her place, to her to help them. People, they were calling her because they were having trouble with their horse and they want her to fix them. And the last horse, she sent me the picture of her, and she's like, okay, can you help me? Can you talk with that horse? So I did that. And then she was like, I'm so tired. I don't know why all those horses arrive arrived like that in my life, and I start laughing at her. I was like, okay, now I won't say the big word that I said, but I'm like, you need to realize what you said 2 months ago. You create that. You create a need and you said that's what you want to do. So when you realize that you create your life, that you create what you really have inside of you. And that day when she said it, she really believed in her. And I'm not saying that it's not good, but now she changed her mind, and that's fine too. But create something else. So even that friend that I was talking, we made I help her to write her goal to achieve everything. Okay, so and she made those goals. She write everything. But to help a horse that is sore and whatever, it was far from her goal. It was really far. But it was right there, and she decided, oh my God, I want to help that horse. I want to do that. And then I want to have another one and things like that. And then instead of bringing her close to her goal, it take her a little bit more farther, because the good horse, the horse that she had time to spend with them, to bring them to her real goal, she didn't have time to really spend it with those good horses, because she had like a couple of horses that has issue, and she had to work on them. And at the end of the day, she was maybe a little bit too tired to focus on the good one. So it really bring her a little bit more far from her goal. But she's lucky. I really told her, like, don't cry. You create that. I'm a good friend, but I'm not a sweet friend all the time. When you struggle with something, if you ask me, Kathleen, what do you think? If I ask you, do you really want to know? And if you say yes, you will have the answer. I have no filter. But I'm very happy because she's still my friend. And I think she realized a lot of things, that she really put herself in that situation. No one else did it. It's really her that did it. So if you don't want that to happen to you, before making a choice, make the right decision and look if that decision it's for your goal, or it's because you have fear, or you have doubt for the future, or you think that you don't deserve to succeed. That's why you want to take an easy choice, something more quick, something more fast, because it's easy, it's there. But it's not because it's there that it's necessarily right for you. Sometimes you need to breathe and work, and really all the time feel that inside you deserve it, instead of thinking, I won't be able to do that. It's crazy. If I can compare that with your horse, it's the same thing with your horse, and I see that so many times. So people have an issue with their horse, okay? So they have an issue, and that week they go to the vet, to the chiro, you just start doing a new exercise to help him to correct that situation. And then you work on that all week for 1, 2, or 3 weeks. And finally, you feel at home that, oh my God, we got this, we will go out. And then when you got at the competition, you start anticipating the bad. So a lot of horses said, oh, I'm fine, but she stressed so much about the second barrel. Or I'm fine, but she stressed so much that, and I won't be good in the box. So that's what your horse give it to you. Or I'm fine, and I know I work fast cow all week. It's been a while. I'm working just fast cow, but when there's a fast cow over there, she overthink before going in the pen. So your anticipation create you anxiety, but the horse, the way that it works on them, you create them the problem because you anticipate the bad. For them, they don't see the difference between what is bad or what is good. And even when you are more stressed, you anticipate everything, the cue, your body, you're more stiff. You forget everything that you worked for weeks, for months, because you anticipate the bad. So, and even like for the barrel horses or to go in the alleyway, a lot of you, there are some horses that they have alley issue, and you find why they have it. So you work on that, you help them, but you stress so much before going there to see if it works or not because you don't trust yourself. You anticipate the bad, that the horse, there are some horse that they told me, oh my God, she was so stressed going there. I don't want to go. It won't be good, and it's not fun. She stressed so much. She relaxed all the time with me on other place, but over there she stressed so much. So breathe, chill, and then change your mind. Don't forget, if you start thinking about the bad, if you start thinking about what can go wrong, change your mind. Say, oh my God, no, it's fixed. I'm not saying go there, close your eyes and trust your horse. I'm saying trust yourself. Feel that you did everything. Be confident. And if there's an issue, you can go back home and work differently, but stay at the moment present. Don't create anticipation. Focus on what if all my work will work? What if everything that I done will keep that light? What if I will have fun now with my horse? So try to change that because your horse feels you, and you give your anticipation, you give your negative thought to the horse. So right now, what I want to do, I want to be, to all of you that really listen, but to you that really listen to me, I want to be your friend. I want to be that friend that shake you up, okay? So just think about when you struggle, when you have an issue in your life. What are you doing? Okay? What are you doing to help you? And you can lie to me if you want, but it won't help you. Be honest. Be honest to yourself and stop saying shit. I say shit all the time because I like that word, but stop telling you shit, okay? Be honest with yourself. So when you struggle with something, when it's not working in your life, what are you doing? Do you just cry and stay there and then continue to do other things, not focusing on that? Do you talk all the time about it and just shake that shit, and play the victim, or poor me, it's happened to me, but you never stop and look at the situation and really be honest with you? What I always say to my friend and to myself too, I'm pretty rough on me. For those who knows me, they know how I shake myself pretty hard too. But when something happens, I never say that, poor me. Sometimes I can cry a little bit, but then I look at that situation and I really try to think first, what did I do before? Maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before. What did I think? What did I do? What did I choose that bring me there? Don't forget, you create the situation. And sometimes you didn't do nothing. There's things happen in the life, that's okay too. But if nothing happened, why it's there. There's a reason. You need to learn from it. If you want to play the victim, do it, but not around me, because I will kick your ass, okay? You need to look at that and see what you can learn from it, and be honest with you. No one, do you understand me? No one can make you succeed, can make you happy. You're the only one, and if you're not, what can you do to change it? But the first thing that I'm really feeling that you need to change, it's your mindset. Your mindset about yourself. Start looking at the mirror and tell you you're a bad bitch, you know? And look at yourself and be proud of you and be like, okay, bitch, get up this morning, you can do it. I believe in you. Talk to yourself like if you talk to your friend. I'm doing that a lot. When I'm in my bad mood, it doesn't stay that long. But when I'm in it, I like to, hey, I will say it again, hey, bitch, what's wrong? What did you learn? What did you do? Why you choose that? Why you stress right now? Hey, relax, breathe, okay? Or what do you need? Do you need just, sometimes it's to eat chips. That's not good all the time, but I'm doing it. You know, it's make me happy. But after that, what else can I do? I don't stay there. What can I change? Oh, that things, I tried that, it didn't work, okay. Sometimes I put a lot of energy in that things and it didn't work, but, okay, I'm a little bit disappointed about it. You can be disappointed about yourself, but what can you do differently after that? Don't stop crying. I'm not saying don't cry, but stop being the victim. And then, okay, now what did you learn? Always look when a situation, it's there, what you learn from it. Because it's something that it will help you like to, okay, I don't want that anymore in my life. Or yes, I want it more. Or I don't want to do that. I want to do that instead. It will help you. Stop seeing those bad things in your life like if it's just bad. There's always something that you can learn. And there's a lot of you that there's a lot of things that happen and keep coming, and every day you are so like, I don't know why. But then you go to bed, you get up in the morning, and other things happen again, and you are like, oh my God, I don't know. But what are you doing with that? Wake up, stop, make a different choice, change your mind, be positive, try to learn from it, and then make different choice. But it's your choice, it's your life. Wake up. I'm sorry, I get very like, but that's how I am a little bit with my friends, you know. Like, that's how I want to be with you too. Like, you deserve the best. You deserve the success. You deserve happiness. You deserve, but you need to do it. Stop doing the same thing all the time. If just bad things and it's hard all the time, maybe it's because you need to change something, you know. If you try to make a cake and each time that you put all the ingredient in it, your cake tastes like shit. Next time, don't do it the same way. Change something. Try something new. If you don't, it will taste the same and it will stay the same. Just change it. Change the recipe. I don't know if about you, but if I'm gonna eat a cake, it will be a dang good cake. I promise you. Talking about friends, okay? Yesterday, I had another phone call from my friend, and so we were talking, and we were talking about that because I was telling her that I want to talk about the focus that we always think about the worst. And she was like, oh, Kathleen, you don't know what happened to me. And it's another example. So she was in a car with someone, she was driving to a place, and then she had a phone call from her boss, but she was not able to talk to her because there was someone else in the car. So her boss was like, okay, it's fine. I will call you at the end of the day, like around 3. So, and then she's like, okay, that's fine. And then from that moment until 3, she started thinking, oh my God, what is it happening? Will I lose my job? Does she have something to tell me that it's not good? Why is she calling me? And she started like having a really anxiety crisis. It was bad. She was freaking out. And she said, you know, inside of me, it was really like going, and more that she was thinking about that phone call, more she was feeling inside the anxiety, and she was anticipating all the bad things that her boss can tell her. She was very like anticipating everything. And then at 3, she didn't call because she had something else. She called 1 hour after. Can you imagine that hour? She was like, Kathleen, I was freaking out. I was like, I cannot, and she was stressing, but it's just because she anticipated the bad. And then when she got that phone call, can you imagine? So maybe it was like 4 hours for her that she was stressed out. But when the boss called her, first of all, she apologized. She's like, I had an emergency and I had to deal with that, so I'm sorry that I called you more late. But you know, we were talking about a new project and we were talking with others, and then one name that came to take care of that project, and it was your name. So you see, she was anticipating like the worst, the shit, everything. Okay, she was anticipating all the worst. And then finally, it was good. It was something that it was on her bucket list, that she dreams about, that she want, one of her goals. It was just there. But for 4 hours, she was exhausted because she just anticipated the worst. Can you imagine? So I'm just saying, and she was like, I know, Kathleen, I'm doing that. And we all do that, okay? We all do that. Don't get me wrong. And I'm really not perfect too. I'm doing it. The only thing now is that I'm very more consciousness about my thinking. When I start thinking things like that, I really stop myself. I don't like someone else telling me shit. I don't like someone else trying to destroy me. I like when someone else tells me the truth and say, hey, you need to change that, to do that. I like it. But when someone is rude with me, when someone is not kind with me, I don't like it. But why I will do that to myself? Okay, just imagine, okay? Just imagine that. You have someone that come to you and look at you and like, who are you? You won't be able to do that. You don't have the balls to do that. You don't deserve it. You're little like that. I'm big. And you will look at that person and will say, hey, who are you to tell me those things? And you will probably answer and like, look at me, I will do it. But if you are honest, how many times are you telling you those things? You won't let no one talk to you. You won't let no one talk to your friend. You won't let no one talk to your kids like that. But what are you doing to yourself? How do you talk to yourself? What do you think about yourself? That's the mindset that you need to work on to focus on to have the life that you deserve. Because I'm telling you right now, everyone deserves the best life. It's what you create. It's what you think. It's what you choose for yourself that make you have that life. So your challenge for this week, okay? When you will be alone, or even because we have a lot of thought or I remember I read it in a book and we think a lot of things. So as soon, try it at least for one day, just one day, if you can, okay? I would prefer more than that, but you will probably get addicted to it if you do it for one day, and then it will come like, because it's easy to think about the bad things that it can happen. So it can be easy to think about the good thing, but you need to practice. You need to be honest. So this week, the challenge that I want you to do, it's as soon as you think, oh my God, I cannot do it, or as soon as you talk to yourself like, oof, you don't deserve that, or it will be too hard, or whatever, change it. Change it, like, and go look yourself in the mirror, or you don't have to, or just say, hey, bitch, you can do it, or hey, you deserve it. To stop thinking like that, or give you a, hey, stop it and change it for something positive, something that you deserve it. Just try it. And I know it can be hard, but that's a very interesting point of view, because it can be very easy too. I'm telling you, change your mindset. Think about yourself. Don't anticipate the bad, anticipate the good. So if you feel that, oh, try it. You go to the grocery and you feel, oh my God, it's not the right time right now. There will be too many people. It will take forever. You create that. Change it, like, but what if I'm going there and everything goes well and I'm coming back and wow, why not? All those things. We always create the worst. Try to create the best. Try to create this week. Your challenge is to create every moment in your life, every moment of your day, create the good for you. And please let me know, okay? I would like to read you about it. And I enjoy being your friend. I really enjoy it. But what you need to do this week, it's being your own friend. Take care of yourself. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Please make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe on all my social media, and don't forget to leave me a review. If you want to learn more about me, visit my website, Konfidence.com with a K, where you can also order my book.